Is there
propped up in the corner.
lands the elbow.
Delivers a well-placed hip attack.
He's in a bad spot on that turnbuckle. Oh my God, all the way to the outside.
That hurt. He'll make his way to the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count-out. Might be going high risk here. From the top. And Umaga is in control.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now. Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle. Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here.
Ah, striking with a knee.
And he is directed into the corner.
Now positioned out of the top rope. Oh, from the top rope. Snap there from the top rope. From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash.
Up across the shoulder. Samoa driver. Umaga clearly came ready for war. He's out for blood here.
Pulled in for
Belly to belly.
And Cena's starting to fall. Bear hug. Squeezing the breath out of them. This is locked in. Bear hug. Well-placed elbow. We'll get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Clothesline. So effective. Absorbing the pain of another attack to the head. He could be dazed.
Here it comes.
Samoan spike.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
Going for the pin. New novelty kicked out. The champion kicked out.
This is complete insanity. Here it comes. Samoan spike. The challenger might have what it takes to win this. Here it comes. Samoan spike. Can the champ recover from that?
New champion. An undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known mentioned Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. Two bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor, the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features two Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match, and accompanied by Paul Ellering, at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akam and Razor, the authors of pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning. You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's in a regular match, Cole.
Each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
There is nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain. But only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch.
And we just saw some serious offense. Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings. AOP and 3-minute warning both love to bring the pain to their opponents. But I'm not sure AOP's ready for the pure chaos that is 3-minute warning. That ability to be totally unpredictable could play in 3-minute warning's favor.
Interesting point, Corey. AOP has got him down for the pin here. Fending off a 2 count there.
Loose cover leads to a strong kick out.
Forward scoop slam. Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is complete destruction of the opposition.
We call them equal opportunity ass kickers. The first few rows should take a couple steps back because no one is safe when you're in the vicinity of these teams. And if the first dump doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already.
Looks to climb the top rope.
Getting to his feet, but he doesn't know what's waiting.
Up high.
Look out below! Uh-oh!
Rosie left an opening for the counter.
Oh, man. Razor took his head off.
Into a sidewalk slam.
Right to the leg. Sidewalk slam!
Almost drove him through the ring.
His body is dealing with a lot of stress here.
This is what we expect out of Extreme Rules. No one is safe.
Into a German.
That is the kind of move that leaves our jaws on the floor. Unbelievable.
Great way to disorient your opponent. Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight. Uh-oh, guys.
We should probably take a step back here.
Holy, meet the barricade.
As the fight continues ringside, we may need to relocate soon.
I'm already ahead of you. Grabbing my notes. Catches a punch.
Headbutt to the back of the neck.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
Oh, I think he's totally gassed.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
Oh, right into our announce table.
Saxton, you stay here and hold down the fort.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Wrench in the arm. Boom! Clothesline. Oh, and a kick. Open the voice attack.
Boom! Running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
He is getting ready to turn up the power. Don't say that too loud, Saxton. You might get caught.
No clue what he hopes to find down there.
He's looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick. These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplied.
Backfire into a DDT.
Rosie needs to get his wits about him fast. Uh-oh. Go for the run.
This could be the end of the night for Rosie. Quick count out after one.
That's smart. Taking the one to catch your breath.
All the way up. Sidewalk slam delivered.
Jamal pins the shoulders down. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
How in the world did he kick out? Samoa drop.
We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding.
Full control of their opponent, slamming their opponent right in front of the corner with more in mind here. Look out!
Come on. Oh, this could be it.
They can end it right here.
Makes the cover. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Somebody driver.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte
Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, "Are you nervous about this?" She said, "Yeah."
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
Mella is money, and she is as confident as ever.
making her way to the ring from Staten Island,
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
and from Calgary, Alberta, Natalia!
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she too is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase to become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but will increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase.
Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Full focus on obtaining the prize.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Veteran confidence and mind games on display from Natalya.
Now looking to be battled right here in front of us. Climbing up. Is there enough time to go for the win? Could be considered an unexpectedly rookie mistake from the veteran Natalya.
The Queen came into this match with the express purpose of putting a beating on a peasant, and that was a step closer to it. All eyes are glued high above the ring.
Three second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bled for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Clothesline to the back of the neck. From the top. She throws her back in. Now Natalya sent to the outside with authority. Looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Becky Lynch, hammerlock, into a reverse DDT, great move. And Tamina's confidence must be low after that attack.
From the top. Table connects.
And this one's taken to the outside. She's ready to take this match to the outside. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
She's reaching up and trying to unhook it as fast as she can.
Maybe this isn't a good position to go for it.
It certainly seems to be having trouble up there. Carmella trying to snatch the contract.
History in Mella's hands.
So close. Has to go faster.
And now heading back inside the ring.
Mella's fully intent on ending things here.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Absolutely planted.
And Charlotte being met with defiance there.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less. And she's wasting no time kicking things up by bringing this chair into play. Gonna try and unhook it. Now,
Victory is literally within reach.
Seems to be struggling a bit up there. To show her opponent what she's got.
leading her into the corner now.
Meanwhile, it's Carmella.
Natalia's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb a ladder. Oh, man.
Thrown with such force, the whole ring is rattling. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it. This match is getting grisly.
Center of the ring, carefully setting up the ladder. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts the climb, but needs to move quickly. She's grabbing at the prize now.
Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together.
Natalya has a grip on the briefcase.
Natalya's gonna do it. She's gonna do it.
Can't waste any time now. Gotta get it off that hook.
Back into the ring now.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my. Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
She just switched things up in a major way by bringing in that ladder.
Shin breaker. Bringing the focus to the temple, hoping to disorient.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veterans won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this raw power.
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending a ladder very challenging.
She's launched out of the ring. She's headed out of the ring.
Looking for a little more breathing room.
And back into the ring she goes.
Oh, I think the ring just moved.
She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step.
Head up that ladder. Center of the ring. Trying to reach it. Trying to win.
The whole match is literally
submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned.
That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank,
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place. And there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell?
The following contest is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions Xavier Woods and Big E, the
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos!
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
So that's what it's all about, the tag team titles. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. It's a 2-on-2 match where the pinfall and submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history.
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Boom, what is packed? The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. While I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very... proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist. Man.
What a count!
Oh, look at this! Spinning combination.
He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
I can already feel the sting of the kendo stick, and I do not care for it.
He's thinking the steel chair is just what he needs to wreak some havoc here.
The Usos following in the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own.
From the top, diving headbutt, throwing all caution to the wind in pursuit of the title. One wicked attack after another. I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send them. Here it comes. Stay away from the worm. The tequila sunrise. Oh, look at the creativity here. He breaks out.
Just like that, Big E finds a counter. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso Penitentiary.
The power. He finds a counter for Jay.
Soul kick! No!
Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot. All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, three clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too.
Jimmy Uso looking dangerous in there.
Getting a taste of just how bad it can truly get inside the Uso Penitentiary. The New Day asked for this, demanded to defend their title in this unforgiving structure.
Oh, what an uppercut. And he counters. And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. Looks like he's coming back in. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day. It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want. Punish however you want.
Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest.
Shoulders down to retain. Keeps his team alive. What a save. And here's Jimmy Uso sent flying and into a rough landing. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. A reversal. Well scouted. Wow. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
I guarantee that chair is not going to be used as it was designed for.
Laid out with a power slam.
Big E! The big ending! The big E! The New Day might be on the verge of retaining.
Uh-oh. Soul kick! And enters back into the ring.
Ooh, direct headshot. Just sickening. Caught square by the haymaker.
Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. Guys, I think he just got Uso splash!
Will that be enough to win the titles?
Here's the pin. Title could be decided. And the Usos are 5-time tag team champions.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos!
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley's, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time! I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia, and for everyone around the entire world.
The following contest scheduled
for the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit.
Back in the ring.
And Bayley connected nicely there. And Bayley gets cut right off. Forearm smash. Bayley having every reason to be cut.
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
And just barely made it back in. Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here. Dropping down all their weight.
Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
And I think it was neither superstar giving an inch here.
Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
Feels like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Ooh. Who will break first? That is the question.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one to
back and forth, blow for blow, just teeing off one another.
Oh my, that'll rock you. Ouch.
Got caught. Leg scissors, monkey flipped. Naomi feeding off the WWE Universe, inching closer to recapturing the championship.
Effective counter.
Naomi showing her instinct.
Sent right into the corner. She turns it around with the reversal.
Snapmared over.
Goes down low with the drop kick.
Bayley is now under pressure.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
Bang! What a punch.
Keep your eyes on the role model.
Oh, nice exploded suplex in the corner. Watching.
Oh, bad landing.
That's not what she had planned.
Look at that counter from Bayley.
Bayley turning up the intimidation factor. Oh, smashing the jaw.
Kick to the body. Now look at this ruthlessness in the bottom turnbuckle.
And no one there. Placing her in the corner.
show of disrespect from Bayley.
And saw what was coming there. Big flying forearm. Forearm! That'll turn your lights out. She's vulnerable. Up on the top turnbuckle. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought
Strategy in a hurry. Bayley looking to end this. This might do it. Hooked up. Wonderful rose plant. Devastating maneuver by the champion. You gotta be kidding me. What just happened?
I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena.
And you have to think how much of a setback that can be for Bayley. She now knows her best wasn't good enough there.
DDT! And it looks like, yeah, she's bleeding now, guys.
Seeing red. Literally.
Ascending the ropes.
Perched up top.
Almost lost her balance, but regained it.
Oh, she missed! Right on the mark. Rear view by Naomi.
We might see a new... Naomi!
Feel the glow. Feel it, guys.
There it is. I'm feeling it.
Complete control here. Has her with nowhere to go. Could be approaching a tap.
Surrender may just be her only form of preservation at this point.
A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break. Caught the leg.
Kick to the midsection, sunset flip. Arm wringer.
Well, that came to an end with a rough punch.
Clubbing blow to the back.
Bayley and Naomi both worn down, both exhausted. But this is about winning. This is about being the better woman in the history books.
It's a code red.
Cover to be crowned champion. Now we did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi!
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been. But Naomi's...
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation. Their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Alpha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Fonseca. And then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And a combined weight of 603 pounds. Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Welcome by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Fonseca, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Fonseca clearly not looking to back down here. Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Afa and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment.
Launching.
Diving shoulder tackle.
Sky high. Afa moved at the right time. Went for it at the wrong moment and paid a terrible price with that impact on the outside.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Not using your head.
Just a nasty headbutt. And avoids taking any damage.
Crank in the head. Well-delivered suplex.
That blow might be a test of Bubba Ray's toughness.
Sika making an example of his opponent. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a...
Devon Dudley looking to take this one. Biblical. Saving grace.
The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Run! He's got his hand on the stick. Getting out of harm's way.
Time to end this.
By Bubba Ray. That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans. What tag team wrestling is all about.
Ooh. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the manager doing under the apron?
This is why it's good to have a manager. Good to have an ally who wants you to win as badly as you do. And will introduce any tool to produce victory.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
This battle is filled into the ringside area and is running dangerously close to our table. Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Lifted and completely helpless here. Nasty elbow shot, trying to create something. Popped up into a Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
That's a free fall.
And he's being somewhat backed into a corner right now.
They have tried their hardest to avoid damage, but I think the table might be coming into play sooner rather than later.
Well-placed punch, ugly, but effective response. Tough without regard. He's heading back. Oh, no, getting in position.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage is...
There it is.
He is looking to do...
Slides out the back door, he is free.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestling.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or Kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Body slam. He can't seem to find any answer here.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third wind.
Heading back into the ring now.
Pulled back into the hip toss. From the top. Down.
That's using your head.
Oh, no. He is in a bad way. Well, he got busted wide open by that attack. I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards...
I don't think this table's going to last much longer.
Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 Showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong. He's fast. He's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question. The future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes And indeed, he is him. Issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa. And things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at As we say at WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
As we say at WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Oh! Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face to face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure. He got out of dodge just in time.
Oh, looking helpless right now. Oh, from the rope. Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at Spring Break 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right into the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
The face.
Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. Melo, and he very quickly counters. Springboard clothesline.
Kick to the back.
Bang! He finds a counter. Ring rally.
Sikoa in command. And you got to wonder if Melo is regretting his words, regretting his actions. Eludes the attack.
Uh-oh. Samoa drop. He puts him into the corner. Wicked clothesline.
Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend's side.
Yeah, that decision to bring Trick Williams into NXT 2.0 changed the trajectory of Carmelo Hayes' career. Trick told Melo 12 months ago, forget about pandering to the NXT universe, just focus on yourself. And that was the day that Melo truly became the A-Champ.
We saw Solo Sikoa join the Bloodline just 10 days ago. But this bond between Melo and Trick might be even thicker than blood.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes, ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours. Winding up. There's a Samoan spike.
And the cover.
He might be moments away from crowning a new... What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa.
Solo is your new champion. And is the North American title now going to SmackDown? This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over. Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head. The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500-plus days.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Got him in the corner now.
Seth retaliates.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
Shoulder right to the midsection.
You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right.
Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
The referee doing their job. See him clearly in the ropes.
He dodges out of danger.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on. And driven down with a flapjack.
Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Trading counters here.
Roman managing to get some control back now.
Looks like he shook the cobwebs and he's turning it around.
Belly-to-belly suplex. There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Here we go. Inverted DDT.
Lights out.
Rollins pulling out all the stuff. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. And Ross will break the hold.
He certainly wanted to keep that submission on longer.
He knew what was coming there.
Roman Reigns with a schoolboy pinning combination. No.
The champ probably hoping that emphatic attacks like that will keep them in control here. What a display of strength here. Oklahoma slam.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
Knew what Roman had coming.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the teeth.
And now placed in the corner.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Tossed by the neck. Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade. And did you hear the impact of that?
Off the barricade. Oh, my God.
Climbing up the corner. Time for him to get back in the ring.
No one wants a count out here.
Oh, no, the referee absorbing the impact.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster. Down around with the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
The champ goes for the cover. No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
Hot shot. Sent all the way to the outside.
And slides back into the ring.
Whoa, serves him up there. Maybe that'll change his attitude.
This could be it. The champ with the cover. He's changing his mind, going for something different now.
Back and forth, trading reversals.
And he re-enters into the ring.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof.
Oof. Lands the haymaker.
Across the top rope. What a hot shot. Look out! Stop! It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Looking for the pin. What? You've got to be kidding me.
How? How? Kicking out at one after that is unheard of.
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now. Seth Rollins up the turnbuckles.
Oh, look out!
Misses big time. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Reigns, Rollins.
Superman punch!
And a spear. That is how a true champion defends their title.
Single leg drop kick caught him. He's able to counter that. Wow. Oh, right to the back of the neck. What a blow. Good nut. And here's Reigns now. Misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear.
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the tribal chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing. Superman punch by Reigns. That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight is...
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes.
Suplex.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jey and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Boom, nice. Sent into the corner.
Got them right in the corner.
He may have just slowed Jacob down a bit there.
That is the meaner, more aggressive Jey Uso coming out to play.
Dropped with a suplex.
Smothering offense now from Jey Uso.
Uso is determined right now.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo. Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Oh, under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here.
Entering the ring and assessing the situation.
Suplex.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama, we're gonna finish it off. And he avoided what was coming.
Buster! He's been dealt a good deal of damage. Oh! Jey Uso with a big punch. Now he's yeeting along. Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even.
Stop after stop after stop. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Boom, nice. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
There it is. Boom. Nice. And he's got to be an absolute...
Incoming! Uh-oh. Flapjack! Way up there.
We can't be far from the finish line now.
But I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in the towel on this.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
And a balance of power is about to start.
Sammy ended it there.
Good night. Ooh, chucked that chair right out.
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline.
Set up for a second time.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Caught with a DDT. Look at Jay, his lights are off.
OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
You doing here, Corey?
Exploder into the turnbuckles.
And it's locked in deep. Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hole. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We often see that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of...
Well, meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn. New entrant about to come in, and not a moment too soon. And guys, this is what flying. Oh, man.
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Going down low, nasty uppercut.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout.
Every blood.
But meanwhile, Zayn, no doubt,
Sami just ended this.
That is vicious.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
I am feeling a Titanic shift.
Saxton, it's all coming to a head now. But then to Sami Zayn.
Zayn has this wrapped up.
Dropping the elbow right on the knee. Carefully measuring, waiting to strike.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
And into the turnbuckle he goes. Got them right in the corner.
Looks like that really got him there.
Jimmy took plenty of pride in dishing out that pain.
Ascending to the top.
Take off. Oh, took a high risk, but was off the mark. And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now. And having some brutal impact on that DDT.
Placed into a precarious position. Uh-oh, this isn't going to end well for someone. World top.
Enters the ring and is diving head first into the chaos of this match.
Tama fights back. He begins to climb the wall of the war game, and it's Jay.
Will Jay take it back? Look out. Full control here.
The WWE Universe has come alive in this one.
They are up and they are broken. A lot of energy. Up top.
Ooh, that hurt.
No doubt, Sammy just ended this.
Oh, using the knee.
Sammy's in looking for it.
And enters offense with a thoughtful purpose. Timer's running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games. The right hands create separation and an escape. Both wrists captured. That's nasty.
And now Tama Tonga.
Reverse STO. Down valley bomb.
These attacks are chipping away at him.
The tribal chief has assisted.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand. Is Zayn closing this out?
Getting up on wobbly legs, but they'll soon be from the top in the corner. Past the long way out of it.
And a heck of a DDT we just witnessed.
Hazardous position as Jimmy gauges footing.
Tama Tonga setting it up. Here it comes. Tonga twist. Oh, that does not look good. Doozy.
Matches an uppercut.
The tribal chief has acquired the target. This is...
Wow, Reigns nailed it.
Sammy with a big boot.
Shoulders are down. Jacob's got to kick out.
The new bloodline has fallen. Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this...
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa both love to slowly brutalize an opponent in the traditional Haku style, while Jacob Fatu hurls his body at opponents from all angles with reckless abandon, much like Islander Tama in his TK All-Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them, because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
It is time for the Street Profits to get them...
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tez and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
And their opponents, accompanied by Bobby Heenan, at a combined weight of 499 pounds, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
We know the Islanders are as vicious as they come, but the Street Profits excel in all forms of chaos.
Yeah, Corey, but the Islanders have a... The Islanders and Street Profits facing off here in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Two teams that mix high flying and hard hits with ease. This is going to be exciting.
The Islanders move at such speeds that you can't take your eyes off them for a second. The Street Profits have got to be at their best if they hope for a win tonight.
You can tell that Haku and Tama want to end the party for Dawkins and Ford. Luckily, they have the biggest party pooper in WWE in their corner in the form of the Weasel, Bobby Heenan.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level...
Oh, Schoolboy! Shoulders down here! Shoulders down!
He could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up. Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack. Leaning on the turnbuckle here. Boom!
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits. Just ruthless. Now that was a very questionable attack. I think it goes beyond any gray area.
Wicked clothesline. So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
Return fire from Montez Ford. A jab after jab after jab, and bang, what a hook. Oh, my God.
Down to Odin, and a double axe handle smash.
Has him set up in the corner of the ring.
Ooh, he fends that off.
Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path. Takes them down. I can't imagine the pain being felt right now.
These are the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point.
Getting the tag could be the momentum swing they needed.
Uh-oh. Oh, to the back of the neck. What a lariat.
Big forearm.
Cuts the attack off.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
Uh-oh, headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
Right to the chest and then the throat. Wicked. Gets driven into the corner. Shot right to the gut.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with this stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in... This is it! He clearly wants to dish out more punishment.
Oh, God! And stomping away in the corner.
Just ruthless.
Evasive maneuvering there.
Ooh, kick to the arm and then an elbow right to the shoulder.
I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Heenan and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got punished for it. Then again, the corrupt president who handed out that suspension also vacated the WWE Championship for no good reason.
Yeah, Corey, there's just too many things to correct you on there.
Samo. One drop, Byron.
Hawaiian drop.
There's return fire on Tama.
And into the corner he goes.
Great counter by Tama.
Power slam incoming, no.
Still delivers the inverted DDT.
The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
There's just something about the Anawahi family that Tez and Dawkins can't quite overcome.
Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and of course the Usos. Every person with bloodline affiliation has been a real problem for the Profits. Let's see if their fortunes change against the Islanders. He gets the tag, and here we go. To the sky. Uh-oh.
There's some power behind that punch. Punching their way out of that one. Golly, that sounded rough.
Suplex!
This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on taking a victory swig after this match.
They can definitely handle it, Corey. Tama and Haku have very strong heads. Boom! Good defense from him.
Put in the corner now. Tag made. Sending the opposition mid-ring. Double headbutt. Up high.
Oh, no, the referee catches a misfire.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Ooh, just ate that kick to the face. Gets the reversal. What a counter. And Haku got turned around there.
Middle rope.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Just putting the lights out here.
Oh, no, maybe not.
Shoulder up even before a 1 count.
I'm having a hard time believing that one.
Haku looking to capitalize after the reversal.
Outright presentation of power there. Oh, man.
Elbow drop. Haku is picking the opposition apart.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
Oh, and an elbow caught him and cleared him to the floor.
Getting him right into the corner.
Pulled back into the hip toss. Oh, brutal miscalculation.
Corey, what are they going to do here?
We're about to find out. Stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet his end here.
No!
Somersault plancha to the floor.
Took flight and landed a direct hit.
Came in like a wrecking ball. I've never seen that hit so hard before. There's the tag.
And it is on.
Forearm smash. Being placed in the corner here.
Wicked forearm. Did you hear that thud? Wrenches the arm.
Drop kick.
Beautiful.
Every attack is lingering even longer right now.
Yeah, he's just from the top. crash landing. Oh, forearm connects. Running knee.
Consecutive attacks keeping Dawkins off his game.
This is where Dawkins will be tested. Gotta find a way back in this.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
And another climb. He's making a statement.
From the top.
Oh, he paid for that. High risk.
Got him in the corner now.
Turns that in his favor.
Momentum going back to Tama's corner.
Tama was being tested and was finally able to get some offense of his own in. Dawkins with a spear. Intercepts that attack with a knee right to the stomach.
Clothesline in the corner. Tama putting it all on the line.
From the top. Diving headbutt.
We thought it was going to be the Street Profits going to the air this often.
The Islanders beating Angelo and Montez at their own game now. Uh-oh. Flapjack. Way up there.
To control and a suplex.
Tagged in here.
Oh, and fights back. He tags in his partner.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tap. Oh, there may be no escape from this. Haku with the Tongan death grip.
And he saves his teammate, breaking his partner out of submission.
My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits just don't know the word quit.
This is not just about winning. This is about taking over.
Caught with that sharp elbow. Drop kick.
Montez Ford bracing himself in the corner. Eyes locked on his opponent. Cover! Oh my, what elevation!
Up the rope he goes.
Soaring.
Able to capitalize on Ford's mistake.
Snapmare takedown.
Shoulders down.
And he scores a fall here.
Being set up in the corner for something. Oh, devastating.
Headed to the top rope.
From the top.
Ooh, forearm. It's obvious Montez Ford is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done. And that was a clear attack to his core. Maybe seeing an opening. Taking flight. Oh, with authority. To the sky.
Went for it all, but gets nothing.
The Profits battle with every ounce of their souls.
And the Islanders are unleashing a mauling.
Tama saw what was coming.
Uh-oh. Headbutt.
Placing him in the corner here.
Oh, solid form.
Boom, great anticipation.
Oh, my God, a DDT! Spiked him. Samoan drop, Byron?
Oh, no, it's the Hawaiian drop.
Oh. Uh-oh. Big back body drop. What elevation.
Oh, man, did you see the height?
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. The Profits are down, and the Islanders are about to reap the reward. And they're still in this.
Montez Ford refusing to stay down. I'll tell you, he is operating on pure adrenaline about now.
And it's going to take composure now. Could just need one more big move.
Getting him in place, but for what?
Oh, heading up to the top rope. This is one more drop. Tama with a debit.
Down around to the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. Second fall for the Islanders. And they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done. Tama and Haku just proved they are the best tag team of any era.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, has been a privilege of the highest order. Introducing you to WWE legends that I hold in such high esteem, and also spotlighting the modern day greatness their descendants have provided you in recent years, all to pay tribute to the greatest wrestling family I have ever known, has truly been my privilege. To be successful in this industry is a 1 in a billion chance. To see one bloodline continuously pump out superstar after superstar, champion after champion, generation after generation, is a testament not only to the skills they possess, but also to the work they put in to become absolute masters of their craft. And it cannot be stated any other way. This dynasty, this family, this bloodline has mastered every single solitary aspect of professional wrestling. And by reliving their magnificent history, you've begun your path of mastery as well. You've conquered former champions, righted some very egregious historical wrongs, survived war games, and even settled the question as to who the true tribal chief really is. You've unlocked WWE legends who are now ready to unleash their special brand of offense on current WWE superstars who didn't think they'd ever have to face these classic competitors like Haku or the Wild Samoans. It wasn't easy, and you definitely had to get a little oozy along the way. But you showed that bloodline spirit and determination, and now you stand at the top of the mountain. On behalf of WWE and the 2K families, we all thank you so very much for playing. And on behalf of every fan of this beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, we thank you, the Anawa'i, Fatu, and Maivia clans, for decades of entertainment and generations of pure brilliance, for creating greatness with your hard work and sharing it with all of us so freely. Before we go, we do have one last surprise for you at home. Now that you've showcased your skills and earned a spot as an honorary Uce, it's time for you to choose who rules your WWE Universe as the Tribal Chief. Is Roman Reigns still your Tribal Chief, or have you thrown in with the attempted coup by Solo Sikoa? Do you want to see Tamina finally rule over everyone, or is it TK all day, every day, don't you say? Regardless of who you choose, you've earned the right to acknowledge your Tribal Chief.
The following match is the 2K Showcase Tribal Gauntlet. The winner of this match will be acknowledged as your Tribal Chief. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated,
The Bloodline Gauntlet match begins here, gentlemen, with our first entrant.
A superstar with a daunting challenge ahead.
And from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
Grinding your way through the bloodline? One of the biggest dynasties in history? Is it even possible?
Well, it's highly improbable, but nothing's impossible in WWE. It requires incredible courage to take on the Bloodline.
And there's no tougher challenge than taking on the entire Bloodline in a gauntlet match. Can't imagine what's going on inside this superstar's head.
Wow. How's this for an opening opponent in a gauntlet match?
Makes you want to throw in the towel before the bell even rings.
History being made right here. The most prestigious family in the history of our business is at war with one of their own members, and tonight will be a battle to set order to the entire Bloodline.
An uphill battle is what it will be. You have the toughest set of competitors trying to dash your dreams of being recognized as the head of the table.
And we know there was turmoil in the family coming into this match, so much so they decided a gauntlet match is the only way to set the narrative straight.
Let's call it what it is, Michael. The family wants to put this member in their place.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
Snapmare delivered by Reigns and a big boot.
Uh-oh. Oh, and he stops that offense. Oh, man. Turns that into a devastating shot to the knee.
And we know the lineup we are seeing tonight is exceptionally talented. Each one is capable of taking anybody to their breaking point.
Yeah, but I think our prime challenger has a chip on their shoulder. As dangerous as this lineup looks, I do believe the most dangerous individual is the one who's taken them all on.
Nasty! The hardest part of the ring. A collision like that could mark a turning point for this entire match.
That hit connects from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm. That there was enough to shake even The Rock's confidence.
Smart strategy, attack the knee.
Roman Reigns has just taken command.
And Reigns keeps unseating The Rock every chance he gets.
Here we go. Inverted DDT. Fight. That hard-hitting style of Reigns getting counteracted there.
The Rock putting everything he learned from his wrestling family to work.
He gets back in right before the count. Placing him in the corner. Caught him right in the jaw.
Ugh, what a shot.
Many gauntlet matches have happened in WWE, but with this one being all Bloodline, is there anything special a combatant should consider?
Well, everyone in the family is physical, but this battle will only be won with a clear mind. A focus on the opponent in front of you instead of the next one through the curtain is paramount. If you're thinking about who's next,
this game's about winning at any and all costs.
This competitor knows exactly what they want to do. Perched on the top rope. Here it is! Superplex! The extra height probably doubling, maybe even tripling the impact there.
Rock Spinebuster. has got, and it wasn't able to end this. You've got to wonder what else he needs to do. Reigns can't yield any attack coming his way.
Yeah, and Reigns barely looking like he belongs at the kids' table right now against the...
Lift off!
Splash! No, an inverted atomic drop. Very nice.
Ooh, again. Getting set up in the corner now.
The Rock now has a leg up in this match.
The homework done on Roman is paying off.
Tagged with a punch. Oh, look out. It's on now. Oh!
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Oof! Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Oh, man. Ooh! Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
Rock. Buster. Down hard.
Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down.
He thinks he has it. Something of a cocky decision, him just stopping the pin like that. Uh-oh. And Roman fights back. Whoosh. Oh, right into a counter.
Big time clothesline.
Good grief. Get ready, Cole. Get ready for the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment. The people's elbow. And that took Reigns down.
Two. Took Roman Reigns, though, is no more in this one.
Around and around we go. I got lost in the entry pool, but believe me, this thing's far from over.
Next into the gauntlet, we've got the one and only Tonga Loa.
Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry. And let's not lose the reason for this match, the right, no, the honor to have sole possession of the seat that stands at the head of the table.
Well, if you can survive tonight, you will be at the top of the mountain, casting an enormous shadow over every possible challenger.
I'm already intimidated thinking about the Ulafala adorned around this superstar's shoulders.
Tonga Loa is waiting a bit right now.
The Rock's opponent needs to know his role.
Has him set up in the corner of the ring.
He's got it.
Oh my goodness, looking for the avalanche. Crucial turnaround there because he was falling behind.
Yeah, Tonga Loa able to stop that surge dead in its tracks.
Overhead belly to belly.
And as cruel as this match might seem, let's not forget, this is family. And right or wrong, however a family settles their disputes needs to be respected.
But one can even ask if this is a fight to fix a family or a night to control an entire business.
Just like that, Tonga Loa gets stopped. Oh, he timed that counter well. Natural athletic ability shown by The Rock.
Any attempts of offense from Tonga Loa are being sapped.
Oh, clothesline! Tonga Loa reverses and looks to capitalize. Down in a hurry. Right on the arm. Misses the target. Up on their shoulder. Samoan driver. And right into the pin.
Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up.
Shot to the gut will break things up.
inverted atomic drop. Very nice.
Ooh, again. Dropped up in the corner.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. Pulled in from belly to belly. With a lariat.
Here it comes. Rock got it. I think it's over.
2 count. There it is. Tonga Lopez out of this match.
One superstar down, many more to go. Throwing down the gauntlet. Watch out. Here comes Alpha. And this gauntlet just got very interesting. Clothesline.
Good grief.
This deep into a match is where trouble rises, where injuries may occur. You've got to think long-term and consider your future fights.
And I guarantee you that throwing in the towel is the furthest thing these superstars are thinking about. And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Alpha is in a distressing spot.
Showing exactly why he's the great one.
Oklahoma slam.
Pulls their opponent in, belly to belly. The Rock reminding us all once again that we are watching the most electrifying man in sports entertainment at work.
Slam. Here's the trademark intense offense of The Rock.
Alpha might be in panic soon.
Just ejected from the ring.
Slam. And gets sent right into the corner.
Wicked clothesline. Things now not going well for Alpha.
And The Rock's opponent is looking like a jabroni. Sky high. Splash. Massive.
That has to take all the breath out of you.
2. Wards off the pin at 2.
This is going to come down to who wants it more.
Uh-oh.
Elbow throw, saying not today.
Oh, a headbutt right to the shoulder. That's using your noggin.
There it is, the people's punch. Oof, man, what a hit.
He's in a bit of agony now.
Oh, man, inside out. There it is. That could be Alpha's demise.
2. He got him. Alpha's been knocked out at the moment.
There's still so many competitors left. It's hard to even focus on just one elimination here. Interesting. Jay has a very good chance in this gauntlet match.
Clothesline.
Good grief.
And Corey, there's more than family pride on the line tonight. Everyone in WWE is watching, wanting to know this challenge can be conquered.
And think about the bragging rights. If you run through the gauntlet of one of the most prestigious families in all of wrestling, you will automatically be considered the toughest badass walking this earth.
Ooh, again.
The Rock, can you smell it?
Yeah, but Uso's just one move from turning this around. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. Taking the wind out with a stomp to the solar plexus.
Jay managing needed breathing room.
Incredible opportunity if he can collect his bearings here. Big-time clothesline.
Good grief.
Up on their shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
Pulled in for a belly-to-belly. He's taking a bit of damage from these blows.
Yeah, The Rock is already electrifying the WWE Universe in this one.
Oklahoma slam.
Oh, an inverted atomic drop. Very nice.
Ooh, again.
Clothesline in the corner. Jay looking powerless to every attack.
Absolutely. The Rock is breaking his opponent down.
Well, if you want to stop an opponent cold, that's one way to do it.
Suplex delivered.
Caught with a lariat. He could pin his opponent right here. A kick out to stay alive.
At this point in the match, that could have gone either way.
Over at belly to belly. And Jay took a solid hit that time.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Turns it around.
He might be able to start mounting something here.
But Jay still has more to do to get this fight fully in his favor. Oof.
There it is, the People's Punch. Uh-oh. He gets out of the way.
Suplex. Kick right to the gut. Knee to the lower back. Ouch. He's heading up high.
Getting back to his feet, but might want to reconsider.
Up high.
Uh-oh. Look at the power. He puts him into the corner. Wicked clothesline. From the middle rope. Oh, a splash. Completely. And here's a cover. He kicks out at two.
Almost inhuman at this point. There's some shock in the arena after that kick out. Boot to the mush. Effective way to counter any attack. Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense.
What could The Rock be looking for? Here we go. Oh, my. Is it enough? The cover. There's two. Kicks out.
And you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Everyone is on their feet in this building.
Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other through.
He connects with a counter. Oh, an inverted atomic drop. Very nice. Ooh. He may get the 3 count right here. This is it.
This thing's just getting going. 5. That's 5 more competitors are set to fight.
And here comes Tama, bringing everything he's got to this gauntlet match.
Oh, an inverted atomic drop. Very nice.
Ooh, again.
Elbows to the face.
Elbows to the temple. Opportunity now for Tama to capture some momentum.
Tama tipping the scales a bit here. Down opponent, and a double axe handle smash.
And that canceled out Tama's offense. All right, here we go.
Inverted DDT. Lights out.
The Rock trying to ramp things up.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around.
Big time clothesline.
Good grief.
Oh, an inverted atomic drop.
Very nice.
Ooh, again.
And there's possibly an example of Tama underestimating his opponent.
Yeah, The Rock putting focus to the task at hand.
Tama's hopes are waning.
I think The Rock's opponent can smell it, guys.
Alley-oop! Looking to get airborne here. Can he do it here? And he kicks out at 2.
Couldn't quite slam the door yet. Up fast. Spine buster. Down hard.
You can feel the energy from the millions and millions all around the world. People's elbow.
The Rock has this wrapped up.
Cover.
There's 2. Well, Tama got caught. Been eliminated.
And with 4 more entrants to go, this isn't over by a long shot. Now entering the gauntlet is Tamina, ready for action.
Oh, an inverted atomic drop.
Very nice.
Ooh, again.
The Great One has become relentless.
But Tamina's just one move from turning this around. She gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out.
Tamina showing how much punishment she can withstand before dishing it back tenfold.
Tamina hoping to start a rush of her own with that attack. Big time atomic drop.
That'll have you walking funny.
Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Lifts their opponent's legs.
Ouch. That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner. Oh, the shoulder takes a pounding there.
Tamina being controlled by the opposition here.
Absolutely. The Rock is breaking his opponent down.
Clothesline! Oh, she manages to reverse it.
Excellent opportunity for her to shift the momentum.
But does she have what it's batting down the hatches? These 2 are unloading. Oh, what a quick answer.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
Pretty drop kick.
Here it comes.
Rock bottom. The Rock got all of it. Cover.
Gone from the gauntlet. Here's Tamina.
Another combatant eliminated, but 3 opponents are waiting in the wings. It looks like Naomi is fully prepared for the gauntlet.
Oh, here we go. Inverted DDT.
Lights out.
And at this point in the gauntlet, are you gentlemen stunned by how long this combatant has been able to survive?
Look, you should never underestimate the fire of a Samoan. In any other circumstance, I wouldn't be surprised. But if you look at the caliber of relatives already eliminated, you can't help but be impressed.
A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal.
Watch a fine offense from the Brahma Bull.
Yeah, Naomi needs to reassess her strategy. Oh, my goodness.
Jam your leg in a bad way. Crippling attack on the knee. Rock. Buster. Down hard. This could do it. No, she kicks out.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on. The Rock firing up.
Right to the schoolgirl.
He wasted no time kicking out there.
How at this point you don't even stay down long enough for a 1 count is beyond comprehension.
An overbearing amount of offense.
Finding their way out of this position.
Who creates separation.
Finally, Naomi's able to interrupt these attacks for a moment.
Yeah, Naomi's survival instincts are taking over.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Working on the leg.
Whoa, just floating through the air.
She went airborne and missed.
Sent right into the corner. Clothesline in the corner. Making his way to the top here.
Lift off. Completely missed the mark there.
Into the cover. The gauntlet claims an answer. Naomi is done.
Just 2 more obstacles left in this gauntlet match. And now it's Umaga entering the gauntlet. Big-time clothesline.
Good grief.
And as we get deeper into this war for the head of the table, the WWE Universe has gained hope. They're starting to believe a miracle is possible tonight.
The energy in the arena has shifted. Members of the Bloodline may have expected things to be over by now, but somehow one of their own has proven to be defiant in the face of all challengers.
Oh! Dazed and confused, and things are only about to get worse.
Getting him right into the corner.
Oh, driving the elbow. Clothesline. Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of him. Bear hug. Well-placed elbow. We'll get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Oh, an inverted atomic drop. Very nice.
Ooh, again. Ooh, sharp elbow.
Running knee. Umaga's toughness being tested with an attack like that. Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry. Oh, an inverted atomic drop. Very nice.
Ooh, again.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Uh-oh. Face first.
The Rock taking complete control.
Umaga has to find a way to turn things around.
Hard landing. Oh, predicted what was coming. Big punch finds its mark. No signs of either combatant backing down.
Rock answers back.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Drop kick.
Great athleticism.
The Rock now opting for submission, opting for
Locking in the sharpshooter. Will his opponent tap out?
This is the moment when you're desperate.
Is there a way out of the sharpshooter?
I think we're seeing it. Great job.
Big back body drop. Look at this. Just cranking it out.
Just cranking the head. Misses big time.
There he is.
Rock got it. I think it's over.
Cover. 2. He stays alive. He stays alive.
There is not a more.
The millions are about to experience it. Full head of steam. The Rock has this wrapped up.
There's 2. That's it for Umaga. He's been eliminated.
Here's our final entrant. Gauntlet match finale time. Time for Haku to enter the gauntlet and prove something.
Overhead, belly to belly by the Great One.
One final adversary stands in the way. The road has been tumultuous, but the finish line is in sight.
Finish the job on your fellow brethren, and there will be no question as to who sits at the head of the table.
There's not a single person sitting in this arena.
It's pandemonium, Cole.
Wicked clothesline. And Haku is now in a demoralizing spot.
And the Rock's opponent is
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. The sheer force of that landing was probably enough to fracture a few bones. Up on the shoulders. Down in a hurry. He got nailed by that last attack. Clearing off the announce table. This can't be good.
nothing but bad intentions in mind, I'm sure.
Devastating flourish from The Rock here.
And Haku needs to find an opening fast. Haku timed that just right.
Oh, look at this. Headbutt.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Oh, man.
There it is, the people's punch. Great ring awareness saved him. Turns that around. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
But this opponent still fighting back.
Into the corner he goes. Being placed onto the top rope.
And he retaliates. Playing him on the top rope.
I don't like the looks of this on the second rope.
Almost took their arm off.
One arm drag. The agonizing impact. That may well be a turning point in this match.
And Haku's on the downside of things now.
Showing exactly why he's the great one.
Up fast. Buster. Down hard.
And there's got to be a concern for Haku at this point.
Yeah, this is where Haku's...
Uh-oh. About to hit.
That has Haku rocked.
The Rock about to hit the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment. Picture perfect from The Rock.
2. Winner, and what a statement by The Rock.
The winner of this match, and officially, your Tribal Chief,
The battlefield was laid out. The gauntlet was fierce. Pain will live tomorrow. Scars will remain for life. But in this family, you will rule your own kin from a seat at the head of the table.